Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ree. If you're new here, welcome in. If you've been following along my journey, you know that I'm here in Bali and I started at Kuta and I'm currently in Ubud, making my way around. Ubud is a little different than Kuta. Kuta, where I was closer to beaches, and in Ubud I'm more inland, so I'm surrounded by rice fields. What I noticed in my stay in Bali so far is Indonesia is a religious country and everyone starts their day with prayer. Anytime I would pass by a shop or a business, they would have these little trays that have incense, flowers, or money asking for blessings. I have a pretty eventful day packed for myself, so I decided to have breakfast at Ruster's. The breakfast burrito and coffee came to a total of $9.64. Once I finished my breakfast, I headed back to the front to get my Gojek and noticed that there were people working in the fields next to the restaurant. One of the things Ubud is known for is its waterfalls, so I'm taking a Gojek over to the closest waterfall to me, so come with me, let's go check it out. When I was dropped off to go check out the waterfall, it was next to a restaurant. I wasn't sure how to get to the actual waterfall, so I had to do some research. Found out I had to go and walk through the restaurant and down some stairs to get there, so let's go. The route to get to the waterfall was becoming a little questionable, but I went for it anyway. This was one of 3 waterfalls that I wanted to visit today, and when I ordered the ride for my second waterfall, the driver told me that it would take over an hour to get to the second waterfall, and it was a trek to get there as well. And he also offered to be my driver for the day and to give him a different rate. When I calculated the routes against the app and what he was saying, it didn't make sense to me, so I just canceled this ride itself. As a solo traveler, you have to use your best judgment. I definitely had to pause here for a second because I heard something in the bushes. I want to make sure nothing was going to jump out at me to have me running back up these stairs. I'm not gonna lie, I was not very impressed by this waterfall. What I saw in the pictures in the review and what I saw in person were kind of different, so I was a little upset by this. But since I'm here, we're gonna make the best of it. One of the things that I want to do on this channel is show both sides, the good and the bad, the great, not so great, and the pretty and not so pretty sides of traveling. Kind of like your Instagram versus reality. After the waterfall, I went to a restaurant called Taman Dari. It's at a resort, and I wanted to go there because of this picture that I saw on Instagram, and I wanted to see it in person. This is what I actually saw in person. The way it was portrayed on Instagram, I thought it would be more than just these 4 statues, but these are the highlight of the resort and restaurant. Now, don't get me wrong, these statues are beautiful, but I was expecting more. When I asked staff if I could walk around and check out the sites, I was not allowed to if I did not have to stay at the resort. So after this quick stop to see the statues, I headed back to my villa to change and come back out for some lunch. I noticed a bunch of cafes on my way back to the resort, so I made note of them to look them up when I got back. Lunch is at Debosari, not too far away from my villa. First time having Indonesian wine and it was good. I also had some snacks and chicken and rice. And the total bill came out to be $24.28. Not bad for some wine, some appetizers, and a meal. The restaurant sits next to rice fields and has this pond where they have koi fish. And along the pond, they also have little areas for you to sit for parties of 4 to, I believe, 10. And if you sit in one of these areas, you can also feed the fish. This particular restaurant is also known for its sunsets. So if you want to see a good sunset and have some food, come here in the afternoon, but make sure you have a reservation just because they do get packed. After lunch, I headed to Mamu Cafe. I've read great reviews about this cafe, so I wanted to check it out. They have shisha, and I wanted to have some more wine and some shisha to wind down for the afternoon. After this is back to the resort and to my villa. I have another big day planned for tomorrow. If you haven't done so yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel to see where I head to next.